Commencing Atlas System suit initialization. Life support systems activated. Shield kinetic system online. Aerial propulsion jetpack online. Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational. User initialization sequence complete. All right, welcome back to Let's Talk. Yeah, this is a Let's Talk, but because I actually haven't played the game in a while, been busy with some other stuff. Um, I just thought I'd do a Let's Talk while I was playing for a second. I might be able to. I hope I don't die. Let's get some carbon. Uh-oh. And I hope the recording continues. That's one of the problems I've been having with. Uh-oh. A lot of lag going on. Okay, there's a cave. A lot of lag going on. But one of the problems I've been having with recording games has been specifically with both my recording software lagging up and the games lagging up really bad, and that's one of the reasons I just haven't played much, at least uploaded much. Wait, what did? That's not what I wanted. There we go. Don't have enough ferrite dust yet. So here we are in No Man's Sky. And I wanted to talk, let's talk about No Man's Sky for a minute. I know there is a expedition going on right now. I haven't played the expedition. I haven't played in quite some time, actually. And I have to admit, there's a part of me, this goes for every game, every time I ever play anything, that I hate it when I miss stuff. But what okay. Yeah, I'm trying to remember controls. I've been playing other games to so much that the controls aren't making sense to me as much. But I have to admit, sodium. Let's see if I can. What is my? All right, hold on. Activate the local scanner. That's the local scanner. Okay. And we'll go after that sodium. Closest one I can find, preferably. And I'm trying to remember how to boost jump. Believe it or not, I'm having difficulty remembering how to use my boost jump. But I'm not just terribly worried about it. Oh, look, there's a outpost. Let's go over there. Yeah, like I said, it's been a long time since I played at all. But let's talk about No Man's Sky for a second. No Man's Sky, the thing about No Man's Sky that has continued to keep me both keep it uploaded occasionally, keep it updated, I should say. Occasionally log in and goof off with it is that e, um, is that one, they continue to improve the game constantly. It is a constant improvement. It isn't like many of the other games that just come out and they release it and then they start asking for money for extra content and they do DLCs and the next thing you know you've got buried technology. How did I find that? I forgot how to use my scanner. Hold on, let's go inside and figure out my controls for a second. It's not like any other game. They've never asked for updates. I keep seeing people post and talk on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and I'm sure other things, other examples of social media and what have you, where that's my jump. Hold on. That's build menu. Okay, I don't want that. That's the scan. That's the radial. Left and right, back and forth. Oh, there's my... Okay. There's my punch. That's chair. Okay, that's interact. What is the scanner? Like, when I say that, I mean the... Oh, camera view. You know, one of the things that I like to do is play in... I know that a lot of people do not like it because they spent a long time, many years, and what have you. I cannot seem to keep that menu up when I want to. Many years wanting a third-person mode, and they don't like playing in first person because this is the way you played originally. But for some reason I can't figure out how to find my ship. I can't remember how to scan for my ship. I would have thought... Oh, that's a sodium. Looks like a sodium deposit. Wait, what's this over here? What's... Alright. And I don't... Now that I'm used to third person, first person's really messing with me. But, okay, I'm supposed to be let's talking. So... Yeah, I don't think Hello Games has any intention whatsoever for ever charging for this game. They have held true with that, and I think even when the players say, "Hey, if we give you more money, maybe you could do this or maybe you could do that," I think they feel, and this is just the way I feel about it. I think that they feel like if we do that now, after saying we will never charge, somebody out there will say, "Ha ha, you charged and you did DLC." Um, and I honestly think that's why they're just like, no, we're never going to do it. I don't care how much more we can improve the game. I don't care how much more people ask for it. We're just not going to do that. And I'm wandering. Yes, that's why I turned around. I was thinking about heading back to the safety of that little outpost. Um, but I don't know how to find my ship, so that's part of the reason. Um, this is bad, guys. It's been a long time since I played, and I feel so bad because you're watching me suffer here. But at the same time, this is supposed to be a let's talk, so let's talk. Um, Hello Games. Uh, they introduced other games that I enjoyed very much. So it I got it on Xbox even while I was still playing Xbox. I think it was Campfire. What was it called? Campfire. Was it just Campfire? For some reason that I'm feeling like it wasn't just Campfire. Um, we're gonna we're gonna we're gonna stop because I feel like should I has it saved? I need to save. I need to how do I how do I save before I find my ship? Current save. Well, it gave me an auto save. And you can tell that I'm pre-recording this. I'm sorry, but I've got my kiddo next week, and I've got work and all this stuff, so I can't do all these. Why can I not remember how to save it? um, log, catalog, discoveries. I know it's in this. Well, we're gonna quit out. Um, it's not like I've done anything in the save, but I definitely want to remember. Oh, it's auto saved not long ago. Um, so let's open Hello Games. There we go. All right. So the Hello Games homepage, and of course, the main one, the main game that comes up is No Man's Sky, because it is the award-winning game for Hello Games. It is the game that has the biggest following. The last Campfire. That's what I was trying to remember. And I loved this game, but then again, I love puzzle games. If you look at the first couple of games I talked about in Let's Talk, I talked about Legend of Zelda, I talked about Hogwarts Legacy. Many of the games that I talk about are often puzzle games. I love puzzle games. I think they're great. And I did I think there was one thing in Last Campfire that I had to look up because I couldn't figure out how to do it through the whole game. And I loved that game. And it's just not, and I never played Joe Danger. I'm sorry, Hello Games. I just can't, that's not my thing. Um, the ride of his life as you make your way from zero to hero. Yeah, not my thing. But, um, and they've announced that they're working on a different project, and that was a year ago or more, and it's supposed to be a bigger project. So it just makes me wonder, what are they going to do? What can they do that can be bigger and more intense than No Man's Sky? It wasn't the last Campfire. Okay, they announced the last Campfire. They talked about it, but that was different. That is after they announced last Campfire. They said they were working on something. So it always makes me go back and wonder what are what are you working on? What are you working on? Now, what have they done in the last several times? Well, they finally got No Man's Sky to Switch, which is a big deal. That is hard to do with a game this size and this immersive and intense. There is a lot of programming goes into it, and they got it on Switch. Now, one thing I haven't done is I haven't tried it on Switch. I'm not I'm not big on buying a game that I already own multiple times unless it's an issue with me playing it on a platform. So, like for example, I talked about Skyrim the last time I did a Let's Talk, and I own Skyrim on Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PC. And the reason I did that was because first I was having trouble running all of my games through Xbox 360, so I got it on Xbox One. And then I was when I bought the PC, I just wasn't updating and playing my Xbox 360, and I really enjoy playing games like Skyrim on mouse and keyboard, which is why I also bought No Man's Sky on PC, among other things. There are differences. There are massive differences on some. Like Switch, that's a completely different game. It is the game, but it does play completely different. There are some different things in Switch that you're either not going to find or that you'll find is limited on the Switch as opposed to say PC. It's also something I noticed in Xbox, my Xbox version, that because originally, if I'm not mistaken, No Man's Sky was designed around being played on PlayStation and PC. So, well, I know it is because it didn't come to Xbox 360 until, or Xbox One. Was it on Xbox? Did I get it on Xbox 360? I can't recall if I played it on 360 or if I had to get Xbox One. But I know that it didn't come out um, until the next update. And it was when they did next that I started playing. Um, Now, I had watched No Man's Sky probably a good year. Content creators such as, Zane and Sword, um, Abelbum, um, you know, the folks that um, just constantly play No Man's Sky. Jason plays. I'm trying to think of a couple of others. There's Hawks Gaming. He was one of the ones that I first started watching, honestly. And what was it? Craze, I think. Craze Gaming. Um, I watched both of those guys play even before I ever and I honestly didn't get deep into watching my buddy Sword play uh, until I started watching Zane, and they were doing the back to back show where Zane would play on Sunday afternoons, and then Sword would pick up as soon as Zane stopped streaming. So and do their swords back to back. And by that time, I was playing on the Xbox, um, and they got me into playing very, you know, almost. I'm getting mesmerized by what the video is going on. I'm sorry. They got me playing almost religiously uh, because I loved this game. It is and you guys know I've played it on my channel. I've shown so many things that I love about this game. I've played Expeditions. I couldn't get into the permadeath expedition. I played it and I almost finished it at one point, and I think I stopped playing while I was still in the expedition, and just was like, I don't want to keep playing it. Um, I don't think it was because I didn't enjoy it. I think it was more along the lines of if I had died randomly, while I had nearly finished that game, I think I would have been sick. Um, because I was getting frustrated with a different expedition earlier in that year, trying to redo an expedition. And you guys can look back on my channel and probably find the video where I said, after hours upon hours, I'm finally, here on the expedition, because my intent was to put the entire expedition on video, and I couldn't even do it with that one, and that frustrated me quite a bit. But the expeditions are a different level of gameplay. It's for veteran players. Um, of course, new players can join and get on the expedition and play it. There's nothing wrong with that at all, because that's the wonderful thing about No Man's Sky is it is not for any singular type of player or a player that can or cannot play the game. It doesn't have an end game. It doesn't have an end. There is a aspect of the game that puts you at the end of the quest for traveling to the center of the galaxy. But there's no actual end game. You just keep going. You can play that character as long as you want to. Uh, you can recreate another one as soon as you go to another galaxy. You can start fresh, and every time the game experience is different. Some game experiences are worse than others. I have restarted. I've played I had a permadeath where I died within 5 minutes, and then I still have an active permadeath in my game that I had going on the channel that I just didn't continue on. But and it makes the things like that make me wish I had continued streaming. I mean, not streaming, recording and posting videos, especially for this game. But it became a burden. This Let's Talk stuff, it's 25 minutes. I can get an issue out. I mean, a episode out, and I can really talk about stuff that I love. And that's one of the reasons I'm doing this, because it's something I can do and that I have time to do and still immerse myself in games that I enjoy, and maybe even remind myself of games that I want to play right now, or get into playing and play it right now. And I do. I really am sitting here watching it. I'm wanting to get back into playing, and that's why I got so distracted a while ago, because I was wanting to play. It was fun, and I will be playing again. And who knows? Maybe I'll record another episode in the very near future. But for now, guys, Hello Games. If you guys ever see this, I'm just gonna say thank you for not just for keeping up your end of a promise, because that's people keep saying, "Hey, do this and we'll pay for it" and all that. But I I appreciate the honor of keeping your promise as much as I would even pay for a DLC. The keeping of the promise is very honorable, and that's to me, that's something that hits me in the feels. Thank you. Um, Guys who love No Man's Sky and play other games and still come back to No Man's Sky like I do, you know why. If you don't play No Man's Sky and uh, or you've gotten out of playing No Man's Sky, boot it back up and just see. If it's not if you're just done with it, you're always done with a game when you're done with it. But there's a lot has changed. There's a lot that has changed. All right, thank you for coming by, listening to my Let's Talk, and watching me fiddle through not knowing what I was doing in No Man's Sky controls any longer. I'm gonna have to get back into the game now and figure out why I didn't know what I was doing. So this is Fire Knight 13 signing off, wishing you all Godspeed. We'll see you next time.